Pretty good hand. I keep the Rapunzel. Nice. Solid hand. Develop your big brain. I should check in, see if my kiddo is snoozing or not. I'm debating on what I want to prioritize more. Probably Phil over Simba. We know our opponent's playing blue, so it makes more sense. Hey, King. How's it going? I don't really think we're in the market to trade off the Stitch. I think we just ramp in Quest. Then again, no, drawing one card's not really worth it, I don't think. Because I could quest with Stitch and bait the attack from the Eric, and then I take it out with the Mickey, and then I could heal it with Rapunzel, but only drawing one card when that's like my only draw spell right now is not, I don't think that's worth it. It's effectively a 1-for-1 at that point, and I just don't think that's all that fantastic. I think I don't know, kind of a hard turn. We know that this is happening regardless. I think I'm safe to go ahead and do this now because they're gonna have to trade regardless. They don't have access to Tink next turn. I guess they technically could have access to Tink. I really want to play this Maleficent. I'm gonna go for it. I don't know. It may have been better to hold on to the discard there, simply because our opponent's looking to get cards into their hand quickly here. This is fine. They hard cast the sweeper spell, so I'm going to draw 3 here. That was pretty much the best we could have asked for. Like, yeah, we lost a lot of our board, but we also get to draw 3 cards now, so doesn't really get much better. Really don't want to ink this other Maleficent. Can sing, let it go, get rid of this, play this. Picture posture, you look like a head that's 2/3 into your chest. My posture's not that bad. You should see Dana's posture. Her posture's bad. Mine's just mediocre. Okay, so my opponent doesn't have access to hard removal, so I think just flooding the board is the best thing to do. Yeah, that's true. You're not wrong. Okay. Ooh. I mean, that works too. The thing is that I really don't feel like I have to answer this Hades right now. I think I'm just going to play this, get this back, and then pitch it, and just play detective. Quest. Yeah, I don't think we need to deal with Hades straight up right now. I think we're better off just holding and using it on like a Tinkerbell or something. How are you doing, Nick? Okay, so there's the Tink. This doesn't let him actually deal with anything on my board though, is the thing. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One short of lethal. If I draw the Eye of the Fates or whatever, it's lethal. Question is, do I just go for it here? I could draw one more card. Just doesn't seem. I guess it doesn't matter. I guess we could just go for lethal here. Okay, so we didn't draw it. So I guess instead just ink this and let it go. No reason not to put the Rapunzel onto the board. Like, I could have played double let it go there, but it would have put me not as close to, I go second. Boo. Boo going second. Not sure how I feel about Jasmine. Got ourselves a Goon. Pretty solid. I think I'm pretty safe to ink the You Have Forgotten Me. The deck that I'm playing against is pretty aggressive, I think. They have access to a lot of card draw. Well, now that I know that they're Ruby, I'm thinking that this might actually be better to hold on to. I just play Phil here. I do have Rapunzels though. I don't think this is an aggressive deck. I think it's control, but it's like tweaked to be a more like close out game. It's like tech to beat the mirror, I guess is the best way to describe it. I'm not going to exert the Simba because I think there's a chance that they have Rafiki. I'm fine with them trading off anything to get rid of the fill. Because it's a 1-for-1 regardless. Yeah, I think this is just control with like a... Yeah, it's definitely just control tech to beat the mirror. I think we want to attack their hand. It's pretty unlikely that we're going to be able to interact with the board, so getting rid of this seems like it's probably fine. Let's see what we get off of this first. Another You Have Forgotten Me. I mean, it's between these two. It has to be Hades, I think. So we know for sure that we're pitching this, and one after the hand. Let's see what we get here. Dragonfire, Tigger. Okay, so it may not be control. It might just be like evasive cards dot deck. I'm gonna play Hades here. Get back Phil and then pitch Phil. I can't interact with their board at all, which is unfortunate. I also can't really race. They're going up +5 each turn. I'll be able to hopefully be able to play Robin Hood next turn, which lets me have some counterplay and then start going in with the Hades and stuff, but I need them to not have like a powerful follow-up here. Okay. Alright, so this puts them in a position where they have to deal with the Robin Hood. Worst case scenario, they drew another Dragonfire, and then they get to quest for 5, and I have very little answers at that point. Let's see if they have the Dragonfire. It's fine. Okay. We're probably doing okay. As long as I can play Hades next turn. Okay. This lets me deal with both Pongos. I unfortunately can't deal with the Pascal. Depending on what their draw is here, I'm pretty sure I win this. They quest, play something. I Hades, whatever the untapped thing is. Get rid of the Broom, get rid of the Pascal, quest with everything else, and that puts me within 1 turn of lethal, I'm pretty sure. Because I've got 7 on board at the moment. Yeah, okay. Should be game over, I think. It's definitely a 2-turn lethal. Yeah, this is 5 by itself, so. Doesn't matter unless they're somehow managing to play sweepers in this deck, which I highly doubt it. GG. Just really unfortunate sequencing. Really good hand so far. How many Inkables? I think I just keep this whole hand, to be honest. It's a really solid hand. I like inking the Maximus here because I'm almost always playing Mickey on 3. Pretty solid. My opponent's on green, so I'm favored. Like, my combination of cards is just a little bit stronger, I think. Let's go ahead and do this. I like the other, I think I like the other Rapunzel. Let's go ahead and play Mickey. I guess since they're playing Aurora, there's a chance that they're playing the shift Aurora, but like, I don't know, seems I guess it's not unlikely. I feel like if they're playing it, then they're probably, if they're playing the small Aurora, they're probably playing the big one as well. So maybe this, I think this play is fine either way. If they have it, they have it, but oof, they did have it. That's a little unfortunate. Curious if they trade here. They know I have Rapunzel. Yeah. Well, that kind of sucks. So they know that I had the other one, but they knew I had one Rapunzel, but I don't think they know about the second one. Question is, if I draw like Hades or something, do I just go for it? I don't think I do. Ooh, Robin Hood's actually a really good draw. Stitch. Stitch that, I think. I'm gonna quest with Phil. They don't have any heals, and both of the things on their board would have to trade with the Phil, so it's just a safe quest. Since we drew the Robin Hood, it not only gave us a card, but it also lets me attack the 3s without losing my character straight up, so that's really good for me. Although we're kind of dead drawing, which is annoying. I'm going to continue trying to bait the quests from my opponent. Bait the quest or bait the trades. Like, they have to do something eventually. It's just when are they going to pull the trigger? Still don't want to go for it. Do I just start going in with all my stuff? I mean, I don't want to get triple value traded. I'm gonna quest with 1, start putting on a little bit more pressure. I'm basically just like trying to entice them to do something so that I can, like, probably my Maleficent here, I'm guessing. Yeah. They hard cast it? No, they quested it. If they have another Maleficent, we're in a kind of a rough spot. Like, because they sang, now I can actually do stuff. So I can kill I can kill that one Maleficent, which is good. I don't think they're going to do anything else. That's fine. Ooh, that's also pretty good. Alright, so let's just go ahead and start with this. We know that this is always happening. Just start getting my stuff back. We drew the Hades, we drew the Let It Go. They're gonna hold Aurora forever, so we need to just go ahead and get rid of her. I can quest and then trade. Kill the big one, I guess. Oh wait, I'm one short. Oops, I miscounted. That's fine. So let's see. They don't have a free trade into Robinhood, which is good. I think we're chilling, to be honest. Those are fine. Yeah, I think we just win this game now. We just play Hades, get rid of the Maleficent, and then I can just hold this stuff for now. I'm gonna quest with Rapunzel here and then leave these two alone. Reason being is that if they want to take this out, they have to put at least 2 things into it. And if they're trading into my board and not doing anything else, like, we're just gonna win the game. That's fine. So now we're just racing at this point, basically. They can't race me. Good stuff. Good. I think if I was going to play Paper Tournament, I'd probably play this deck. It feels very consistent. It lets me do all the things that I want to be doing. I want to be playing like ahead of curve. I want to be slamming big threats. I want to be drawing cards, putting stuff onto the board that's hard to deal with. It just kind of does it all. We don't have a 1-drop, but we're going first, so it's probably fine. Since we're going first, I think I'm going to ink the Simba. Inking Simba's could backfire if they have a 1-drop. But like a Lilo or something would be bad. Okay, never punished. Never punished. I have no problem questing with Phil here. If they want to trade with their Flynn, that's totally cool with me. They won't do it, but it's funny because Phil, I feel like, is another card that I kind of underrated in my initial Sapphire decks. I kind of felt like it got overshadowed by a lot of other stuff. There's a lot of situations where it's not fantastic against like aggressive stuff, and like what I definitely don't think that it was better in my blue-green mid-range deck. I think Meg was better because you were able to get a more immediate and like surprise effect, essentially. But it's a good card either way. So if my really, it's a little surprising. I guess it's not that surprising. Time to ink fill. I'm not attacking it, that's for sure. I think we're doing this. Go ahead and ink the fill quest. This deck that I'm playing against has no way of dealing efficiently with wide boards. So we just kind of want to put out as many characters as possible and use our ramp to get us wide. Wide pride. Hope everybody's doing well tonight. Sorry I haven't been streaming very much. I was kind of like feeling bad over the weekend. Been dealing with some weird like leg problems. Okay, so we're value trading every time. It's just a matter of what am I value trading? Or what am what am I discarding? I think we just get rid of the Hades in this spot. That's fine. I'm not gonna ink. I already have access to 7. If I need to play something, I can next turn. We've got Cusco covered with the Robin. If Hans attacks the Stitch, I can kill it with the Mickey. There's a world where we have to be aware of Rafiki, but if they rush Rafiki and like take out a Mickey and then use Hans to take out a Mickey, then we can use Robin Hood to finish off the Rafiki and then draw 3 cards with Rapunzel. Mad Hatter's a little bit awkward, but I can still take it out in 1 hit. Them just questing here is kind of wild. I get a free trade here. I get to draw like 1,000,000 cards. We drew the Let It Go as well. Unfortunately, I can't play it at the moment. Let's go ahead and use, well, do I want to use this? What would I even be looking for? Oh, I don't have a Hades, so that's what we're looking for is Hades. We found it, so that is good. We have the inevitability of Hades plus Let It Go next turn. We don't have to interact with our opponent's stuff like at all. The worst case scenario is if they can follow up this Mad Hatter with Cusco, and even then that's not like terrifying at that point. Like if they go Genie, Bounce, Robin here, we're a little sad. Because then I can't play 2 removal spells in 1 turn. That's fine. Don't care about that at all. So now we can do our initial plan. This goes away. This goes away. And then we just win next turn because they can't race us from this point. Let's see if they have... Dude, we were crushing and now I'm like losing every game. What happened to all the Amber Steel players? I got to just farm super easy. Where'd they all go? Come back. I don't want to play against control. It's another control player. Interesting. Well, I don't have a great follow-up turn, but it is just most likely control again. Yay! I'll hold on to this fill, I guess. Mm. Not in any rush to get to 7. I'd rather just slam the threats as I draw them. Why? What is that telegraph? I'm not really sure what that's trying to telegraph. It's a really bizarre play. I honestly can't think of a reason why they would want to do that. Okay. Okay. I mean, that felt kind of inevitable. If 6, I can heal. Doesn't matter. I think I just banished that. Like, I think this is worth just banishing from the board. Like, if they clear with a be prepared or something here, like we can follow it up with Maleficent, I guess. I think the reason that it's worth getting rid of is because the Rapunzel is actually a pretty decent threat alongside the Hades. And then it also forces the sweeper, which they had. Could have maybe considered the Robin Hood first. That's a pretty good draw. So this forces another sweeper if they have it, in which case we can play the Robin. Now that's kind of annoying. Ooh, that's a good draw. I'm gonna go ahead and play the Hades, grab my Rapunzel back. They're basically forced to kill the Hades this turn now. If they have it a third, be prepared. It's kind of like, kind of just one of those shrug your shoulders moments, but okay. I mean, we forced a Dragonfire on a card that was already basically dead, so... Oh, that's such a good draw. We're kind of chilling. I'm pretty sure that playing the Dragonfire there means that they don't have the other Be Prepared. Maleficent's probably coming. Okay. And just keep the pressure going here. Ooh, another one. It's very good. Good stuff. Just got to keep the pedal down. Just pressure, pressure, pressure. Elsa is basically the worst thing that they could have in this spot. I was literally just about to say, like, Elsa would be the only thing that I wouldn't want to see here, but what do we have? I have 2 Hades in the bin. So let's see. I could attack, play Hades, get Hades back, play Hades. I think I just do this. I don't think there's any reason to do much else here. I want to be able to play Rapunzel and Hades next turn. I'm essentially forcing a removal spell or another Elsa to be played here, I think. Going up to 10. Just really don't want to see another Elsa. And of course they have it. Why do I feel like control players always just have like they always have their best possible outs. At least this time we're not like under the gun and we actually have like some counterplay available to us. That's fine. All right, so let's go ahead and shoot this. And then pop. Pop. Quest. And do I do this? Put it in bodyguard so that it prevents them from being able to take out the Stitch in one go. It sets up lethal, technically. Just really don't want to see them draw the sweeper. That just makes us sad. Okay. Well, it is what it is, but we still get to draw some cards here. I get to take out their Maleficent. Could also quest for 4, but I don't think that's correct. Ooh, those are kind of bad draws. Do I flood the board here? I don't think so. I think I just play this. Maybe I should have played Rapunzel. No, I screwed up. I should have played Rapunzel instead of Stitch, because now if they have spot removal, it keeps them alive for an extra turn. That's fine. As long as they don't have, like... I guess it doesn't really matter what they have. They take out Hades here. I can still quest for lethal. Nice. Oh, we had a couple turns there where it was getting a little shaky, but our draws were good enough to pull it off. I'll take it. Pretty good hand. Debating if I want to keep this Rapunzel or not. I think I do. I don't really know what else I'm looking for, honestly. A 2-drop would probably be good. Ooh, an item deck. I like it. I like it. Don't even know what the deck is, but I like it already. Man, I'm so excited to see what new cards we get for like the item decks and stuff from the second chapter. I'm gonna offer up the trade here. Make Delver with Shift Mini. I think a lot of people are in the same boat trying to make that work. They inked a smash. Does that mean they're gonna smash? That would be a little unfortunate. Really? Really? That's kind of surprising. Well, now I'm tempted to just... Healing for 1 is probably not even necessary. I think I'm just going to jam this. Yeah, I don't know, like... I can't help but feel like those kind of decks are going to be really hard to make work the way that people are wanting them to. Get to draw 2 cards here. I will absolutely take it. So good. Oh, the rip. Bye-bye. We are rolling right now. These are all pretty bad, though. Jasmine is reasonable against, like, AoE protection, but I'll probably end up inking her. But okay, that's fine. We'll just hit him with it on the backswing. If they have another one, we're kind of, like, in an awkward spot, I guess. Is there any reason to ink? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I keep seeing a lot of conversation on Twitter surrounding the mini card, but Plasma Blaster, that's a new one. That card just doesn't seem good. Especially in a meta where all this other stuff is running around. All the Rapunzels and stuff. Alright, what did we hit? An AoE, okay. Yeah, I feel like it's gonna need some really good assistance to make it worthwhile. Yeah. I mean, I think it's a good card. I just think it needs a good bit. Yeah, I was gonna say this game's over. Let's queue into that deck again. Yeah, I'm excited, you know, like my concern is that like that card and that deck archetype need 2 things to happen. They need quality, cheap actions, and they need ways to recur and keep your hand like flowing. And I just feel like it's one of those, if you're playing 2 actions in a turn, like you've already like played like ink card, likely ink card. Like you're basically gonna be out of resources at that point, and it just doesn't feel like worth it based on like what we know so far. And I think it's just kind of a time will tell. Wait, what? Did I really run out of time on my mulligan? That's weird. Didn't think I took that long. But anyway, yeah, so I think there's potential, but it needs a lot, and I don't think we're gonna get it in this set. I think it'll take at least one more set before it becomes playable. Yeah, I'm not really thrilled with this now. Rapunzel's a nice pickup, though. Our opponent's on steel. Do we offer up the Stitch here? I don't think we do. I've got a pretty threat dense hand. It's just going to kind of depend on what I draw. Lilo. Okay. I'm going to hang on to the Maximus in the off chance that we get an opportunity to value trade and then be able to maybe play Rapunzel as a follow-up. More likely than not, though, we're just going to play Maleficent next turn. Okay, they missed on aerial. That's kind of a big deal. Doesn't mean that they don't have something though. I'm gonna go ahead and quest. If they want to go for some trades here, that's totally fine. I'm basically just trying to bait my opponent into making moves so that I can draw cards off Rapunzel. That's fine. We have Hades to answer that. I don't think they're gonna trade. Yeah. What are we doing? I think we're just questing. They were unwilling to deal with our board last time, so seems unlikely that they're going to want to do that again. Like, worst case scenario, they're holding multiple copies of Grab Your Sword. I just don't think that's very likely based on how they've been playing. It just looks like they're just going to try to draw a million cards here. Oof. We drew the follow-up Hades. Jesus Christ, dude. Can I even come back from this? Like, it's not the worst, but it's a lot. Just a million value trades, basically. Pretty likely we're going to get hit with swords and we just lose our whole board, but I mean, what am I going to do? There's no other way to play around it, so it's fine. Okay, we can deal with that. That's cool. Chances are they have swords here, right? I guess not. Oh, wow. Okay, I'm going to get to draw 3 cards here. That's insane. Wow, okay. Game on. Yeah, so we're doing this every time regardless. This is gone. This is going here. Huge value. We don't want the shift to happen, so this is getting traded off. And then I think I play Hades, so we get our other Hades back. And that way we have another answer to like a Tinker or a Rockstar. Wow. Okay, that was to be expected. They have another one, maybe? That's kind of annoying, but they're out of resources now. We just get to flood the board more. Okay. Ooh, Jasmine's actually kind of a spicy draw. That's pretty spicy. How many sweepers have they played? Just one? Okay. And GG. Whew. Man, that whole new world hit, and I started looking at the board, and I was like, if they've got a good follow-up, it's going to be hard, but fortunately, I think their draws were worse than ours off of the whole new world, so that was fortunate. Really solid hand here. Does a little bit of everything that we want it to do, I think. This guy's on control. We already played him earlier, so I'm gonna play this a little bit differently than I did last time. Instead of leading on the flounder, we're just gonna use our flounders for ink. Prioritize our stronger cards. Go ahead and lead with Phil, so that way we don't get punished with the Rafiki with the Simba like we did before. I think what happened last time was that there was just a few turns where we like played suboptimally because we didn't know exactly what we were playing against. And they also had the early magic mirror, which made things difficult. But now that we know what we're playing against, we can act a little more accordingly. We've also got a better hand this time, so that's nice. I'd prefer to not ink the Rockstar Stitch, but we have to, we have to. Maleficent, sure. Yeah, gotta keep the ball rolling. I think I just double quest here. I don't think there's a reason to play anything else at this point. Like, if they have, like, Maleficent and kill Phil, Rafiki, kill Mickey. Yeah, it looks like they've got that line. So now we can play Hades and get back our Mickey. If they don't trade here, they're probably going to use the Maleficent to sing. Questing. A little bit strange. We can kind of get a punish here, which is nice. Take the little punishes where we can get them. I don't think we're going to get value out of this Rapunzel right now. We need to just take the opportunity to get rid of it. If they don't kill the Phil for whatever reason, we get to play Stitch, so that's nice. We've got so many cards, though. Oh no, my kiddo's awake. I don't know what happened. He's big crying. Big crying. Oh, he didn't go for it. Oh, that's huge. Double discard. That's huge. Oh, poor Bubby. I don't know what happened. Dragonfire. Do we go for the double discard here? I don't think we... Maybe we do. Yeah, I think I'm just going to double discard him. It seems like a good opportunity. Let's see what we hit. Ooh, those are good hits. All right, really happy that we went for the double discard there. Really, really good. If they have a sweeper, we're a little bit sad because then we don't get the value from the surfer. Looks like they might be... I think they may have drawn a sweeper. We've got good follow-ups though, so I'm not super worried about it if they do like go ink plus be prepared. I mean, my hand is just pure gas, so we're in a good spot. Man, that double discard turn was so brutal for them. Just took all the wind out of the sails. Okay, looks like they drew the sweeper. Lucky, lucky, lucky. They inked for 8. So does that mean they're holding Maleficent? That's annoying. So if they have the Maleficent and they drew the Maui, okay. Still have the follow-up. I still think this is correct, even if they do have another sweeper, rather than using the let it go. Okay, that's fine. What could they be thinking on? Whether to run, maybe whether to rush a Rafiki? No. Trying to think what Hmm. We play the Stitch here rather than inking it because it plays around a Dragonfire. Nice. Good stuff. We got revenge that time. I don't know. Like, that matchup, I'm not sure if we're favored or if it's just 50. I think it might just be 50-50, honestly. I think it's just 50-50. Same guy again, unfortunately. So we're just gonna ink this. Same game plan. Although we don't have the luxury of double discard this time. I would definitely rather be queuing into the Amber Songs deck. What do we want to ink? Rapunzel, probably. We don't really have a lot of play available with Rapunzel, unfortunately. They can just pretty easily play around all of our trades. Makes it difficult to get value from it. I'm gonna open next turn with Be Our Guest with this to try to draw the Mickey. Didn't hit it, unfortunately. And now all of China knows that we're here. I might have to go after this game. My kiddo's having a rough night, so. I think I just play this for tempo, honestly. Like, this way, if they have the Rafiki, like, I can just eat it with the Rapunzel and it's not, like, the end of the world. Like, the only thing that we don't want to find is... Like, the only thing we don't want to run into is Maui. Got a little bit more of an aggressive play here. Don't have a lot of card draw. Definitely not a lot of options. We just have to kind of play aggressively, I think. It's really all I can do, sadly. The evasive is a little awkward. I have the option of... Ooh, they did have the Maui. That sucks. That's so bad. I really don't want to have to get rid of that. I guess I technically don't. I could just play this. We get punished potentially with this line, but based on like the contents of my hand, I just don't think it's all that great. Like my hand this game is just not conducive to a long game. I think I just have to try to close it as fast as I can. Of course, you have the second Maui. Oh, why should I be surprised? I think they have to trade with the Pongo now, otherwise they lose both Mauis. Unless they have a follow-up, like Dragonfire or something. Yeah. Super annoying. And that's pretty much the worst thing I can draw, so. Alright. Awesome. I gave half of mine to not attacking there and just holding back in case I draw a Surfer Stitch, but it's so likely that they just have a Dragonfire or some other. Alright, well, the ones, even if I had drawn this, like, I wouldn't have been able to play it anyway, so we just sit, just hope that we get to fire it off next turn. You luck sack, man. This guy just has everything. So frustrating. I mean, I guess it's possible that he just played the Goofy rather than the other one, but either way, sucks. I need to draw like a Hades or something. Irrelevant cards are irrelevant. I've got to get this value from the Stitch. Have any chance? Pretty solid draws. It's not unrealistic that this gets sweepered. Another Dragonfire. Okay, we can take out the Goofy now. Quest with Maximus. Remarkably, we're still in this game. Doesn't really feel like it, but somehow we are. By questing with Maximus, we force them to use the Maui. Unless they want to waste a removal spell on the Maximus, in which case that's cool too. That is annoying. think they're debating on whether or not they want to tap down the Mickey so they can keep their Maui alive. Looks like the answer is no. Ink a bird. Okay, useless card. I think I've got to get Hades here. Or do I? Yeah, I think it's got to be Hades. Unfortunately. We're a million miles away from being able to cast Hades plus another card, so... Maui. Sure. Okay. Untap Elsa. Maui. Okay. Surfer Stitch. Interesting. Does that mean they have a Maleficent here? Seems pretty likely. Best case scenario, probably that. Okay, that's good. That's really good. Probably wanted to try to prevent you having to use their Be Prepared, so we might get swept here. They don't have it. They don't have the sweeper. I think we're going to win this game. That's lethal. Whew, good game. Whew. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe. I also stream multiple times a week on my Twitch channel, so be sure to give me a follow there. See you guys next time.